Hello LGU, what is going on? This is your head manager here, pandaBear 7109. I'm just going to take a little bit of your time today. I know we're kind of busy with all our uploads and it's been a hell of a couple weeks with all the manager changes and whatnot. But I just want to go over some things with you. I want to, tell you about LGU, about what we're doing, how we're trying to evolve as a channel and basically move forward in the future, because it's no secret that LGU has a lot of inactive subscribers. It doesn't really bother me, it doesn't really bother a lot of the co-managers, and it really shouldn't bother you, because I know what LGU is. I understand, the role that LGU plays, and I'm just trying to, basically understand what you think LGU is, because it's a really good channel for lesser known commentators to, get some exposure and grow. And I think a lot of people misunderstand that, because I put up a video kind of explaining what LGU was, or at least what I thought it was, and I got a lot of positive response on it. I know it's my own personal channel, and a lot of people there are there because they like me. That's not necessarily the same on a community channel, and that's ever so apparent on LGU. But what I was saying is that the LGU doesn't have a CNanners, it doesn't have a Hutch or a Sark or any of the other big names out there. It has, just a couple of people that go over submissions, that go over different aspects of the community, and they basically are just doing it for the hell of it, because none of us get paid. None of us have a monetary stake in this, and you may wonder why we do it if we don't, get anything out of it. And I do it because it's a great way to get known. I mean, before I knew Anthrax and before I submitted to LGU, I only had like 2-3 subscribers. And then I met Anthrax, and we did a dual comm, and then it hooked me up with like 10 or 15 subs. And then I posted my first video on LGU, and then it led to 20. And then I posted my second one, and it led to 30. And now I'm the fucking head manager. So, I mean, you can't say that LGU doesn't work. You can say that I got extremely lucky, and I probably did get extremely lucky, but that's because of LGU. I wouldn't have gotten that luck without LGU, and it's not going to happen to everybody, but it can happen. That's all I'm saying. And I think another problem that LGU has is that a lot of people can't get over what it used to be, and won't learn what it is now, or what it's going to be. Because LGU is great, like I said, for lesser known channels, to get out there, where otherwise they wouldn't have. And there are community channels that you could look up, but as far as a solid community goes, and great content, LGU is kind of it. Because, I mean, after all the turmoil that LGU has gone through, they're still here, right? They're still alive and kicking. So that's got to count for something. And I always know that someone is going to have a disagreement with you. I always know that someone isn't necessarily going to like what you're doing. And I totally have no problem with someone disagreeing with what I'm doing, or with what LGU is doing. I mean, it's just natural for some people to, have disagreements, and I'm never going to block someone for voicing their opinion. Never. That's just not who I am, and that's not what I'm about. What I am going to block you for is crossing a line. And the problem with LGU is that a lot of people love to cross that line. A lot of people just don't give a shit and say whatever they want. And, you know, you're entitled to your opinion.
Kill confirmed.
And no one is going to stop you from having that opinion. That doesn't make it right to call someone a fag or a cunt because of one video that they've posted. Commentating is a learning process. It's, you know, hard to do. It's hard. It's not really hard to get into because everybody's doing it now, but it's definitely not something that you can just start up and do unless, you know, you're talented. But for other people like myself, it takes a while to learn how to do it. And LGU is great for that. I mean, you're not going to get fucking star quality with LGU. What you're going to get is something that nobody else can offer. And that's a great way to meet brand new commentators, like fresh commentators. Not someone that's been around the block, that's been a while for, you know, that's been on YouTube for a while. Although we do occasionally get some submissions that are from bigger names. And I'm talking like 1,000 to 4,000 bigger names, not like 10,000 to 20,000 names, or even more than that. And it's, you know, important that you guys just keep that in mind. I'm probably going to receive some hate for this because a lot of people are going to say, well, you're just bitching about trolls and shit, Panda. I'm like, that's not what I'm doing. If you want to take it as that, then you're more than welcome to, but like I said, you're more than welcome to have your opinion. I just have a problem when you cross that line because it doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help the person become better. And LGU does need to step it up. It does need to raise the bar as far as submissions go, and I think we're all going to be a little more stricter on what we allow. That doesn't mean we're going to only upload from people that do it, you know, are A-class and are so good that it's going to be impossible to upload here. That's not what LGU is. Like I said, LGU is a place for people to get known and grow. But we are going to weed out the weak. We're not gonna allow, you know, bad influences taint the LGU name, which I think it has gone through in the past. I think that LGU has needed, you know, a refresher course when it comes to the submissions it gets and people. And its community, because LGU has a great community except for a select number of people that just choose to ignore that and only see the negative in everything. So, I mean, take what you will from what I've said so far, but it's my thoughts. I mean, I'm the head manager, so if that counts for something, awesome. If it doesn't, well, then go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But if you'd like to go fuck yourself, I'm sure that can be arranged. And I don't know what I was doing there. I think that's just the guy that's been trying to come up there and revenge kill me. So I just decided to be a dick and teabag him. But now we're going to talk about some better news, some, you know, not so negatory news, or negative news, negatory, that's wrong context, Panda. But I am going to talk about the new manager. We have a new manager, DJ50505? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. His name is ridiculously hard to pronounce, but his real name is Ricky. I'm not sure if he doesn't want that out there, but too late. And he's an awesome dude. I've spoken with him a couple times, and he's all up to date. He will start next week on Wednesday and Thursday, which was my old shift. So he's going to start that. We're going to have a manager quad-com, I guess, sometime next week, because he's in school. He's still going through that, so he needs to finish with that, and we totally understand. We're not going to hate on him for that. But once everything falls into place, we'll be able to hold more manager moments. And shit, I forgot to do this at the beginning. Shout out to Durax, or I'm sorry, dude, I'm mispronouncing your name, but shout out goes to him for coming up with manager moment. Because in the last video I put out, I wanted someone to name our manager videos, and he's the only one that came up with a decent sounding one. So shout outs to Dayrax. I think it's Dayrax. I really hope it's Dayrax. So yeah, awesome. We got a full team now, and it's not just the three of us. Because I was working 4 days. I know a lot of you submitted applications, I guess if you want to call them, or just sent me a line saying, hey, I'm interested. And I really do appreciate everything that you guys sent, and all, because it was pretty much all positive. They were all really interested in joining. I actually went with the recommendation from the last head manager, Anthrax. He recommended someone, and then I interviewed him, and he was pretty much a solid fit. So that's who I went with. I'm sure you guys will like him. He's a great kid. He's actually the youngest one, but he has the most subscribers, with like 2,000 or something. I just thought that was funny. I don't know what happened there. It kind of bugged out, didn't it? As far as the gameplay goes, it's if you haven't figured it out already, it's capture the flag, and it's sped up a little bit. This is like 15%, 20% or something, and I'm playing with a Skater Boy and Jack the Green Giant. Both of those guys are pretty cool. I don't talk to Jack much because he sometimes doesn't have his mic, but you guys know Skater. He's a co-manager here at LGU, and he and I game a lot. And I know I go up into these buildings a lot. I'm gonna try and defend myself when it comes to camping. But I basically took the role of a slayer and decided that I'm gonna kill everything. And it worked, because I think in the final I ended up with 45 and 10, which is not bad for capture the flag if you take on a Slayer role. And yes, it's with the goddamn FAMAS. Get over it, guys. It's a try-hard gun, but I think Carcoon came out with a video saying that if you want a good score, you kind of have to use the gun that everyone is using. And I'm not saying that everyone has to use the same gun. I'm just saying that for some people, like myself, who aren't fucking wizards on Call of Duty, need to use those try-hard weapons and RPG for some reason. I don't know. I thought that was a pretty good kill right here. But yeah, it's sped up. The voices are actually kind of funny. Maybe we'll be able to hear them, I'm not sure. But congratulations to DJ, Ricky, whatever you'd like to be called. I will link him in the description. And thanks for listening to me, guys. I hope, I didn't sound too preachy and that you understood where I'm coming from. But just leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe, guys. I'm out. Peace.